All right, and we're live. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host Tone Vays. Still down here in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Spent all day once again driving around looking at venues for the financial summit, which is looking great. Definitely saw some really good spots. Some of them could potentially be outside of the price range, but we're gonna try to find a way to make it work. And I'm gonna do a quick update because we got a lot of work to do to review all of these resorts and see what is in our budget and what isn't in our budget for the event. Going straight to screen share, yes, the event does have a price tag of $9,000, and the resorts we're looking at are outside of potentially being too expensive for us to book for everyone. So you can imagine the kind of quality that people that are attending this are going to expect and what we try to achieve. So this is the event. We got to update some of the pictures here. I got to make sure which of these people are definitely going and which are not. And if we know we're not sure, we'll have to remove the pictures and new ones will have to come on. So check that out. Unconfiscatable is also on sale, of course, in Las Vegas. And if you want to support my work, please check out the affiliates page. If you're going to use TradingView or a VPN service or trade on exchange, compliant with US investors, not compliant with US investors, it's your choice based on your jurisdiction. All right, let's go to the charts. Okay, the weekly chart has definitely pulled back down. Look at how perfectly the weekly chart went and hit I believe that is that 50-week moving average. Absolutely perfectly, the 50-week moving average managed to reject the price of Bitcoin. We are currently at 7,150 on a weekly scale. The week would have to end below $6,900 in order to maintain a full out bearish profile with a red 5 on the sequential on its way to a 9. Today is already Thursday. We'll have a much clearer picture by Saturday how likely it is for us to close this week as a red 5. This week is going to be very, very interesting. And it's very, very simple to judge going forward. If we close this week below 6,900, the price of Bitcoin is in trouble, and I'm expecting prices to go significantly lower in the very near future. If we close the week exactly as we are right now, above 7,100, ideally above this Fibonacci line of 7,230, if we can close above that line, I will be more optimistic for the next week or two. But that still doesn't change my outlook going into early 2020 of lower downside. I am still not convinced that this $6,400 low is going to be the low for this current downswing. Here is the 12-hour chart. Look at the 12-hour chart. I expected us to rally to no more than 7,200. We did rally beyond that. We rallied all the way to 7,500, but it may not account too much, okay? Just keep in mind, we rallied from 7,000 all the way up to 10 in 2 days, and it led to absolutely nothing, no follow through. While this is happening, the moving averages are continuing to decline and go down. So the overall picture is still going down. So this is the daily chart, not the 12-hour chart. And we bounced, the day following the 9, which is very, very reasonable. That's where we are right now. Oh, I forgot to introduce Daisy. Daisy, this is Daisy. She was on the stream yesterday. Daisy is the event coordinator for the financial summit. That is why we are out here looking at venues together and here in DR. And the photographer that's responsible for the good pictures. Oh, wait, I have business cards again.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
I have my business cards.
And everybody's
Boom.
asking, is that really you?
Boom, right there.
Is that good or not?
That's my business card now. And everyone is like, who's that? I'm like, no, that's me and that's her work.
Some
So this is the,
photoshopping.
this is the business card being given out to all the venues. Daisy, keeping an eye on the questions.
Yeah,
Anything
I'm looking at
interesting?
it. Yeah. A lot of them were about me, but now you introduced me. So
Okay,
there's
there we
nothing
go.
interesting up until.
We have to
Which
introduce
indicators
Daisy.
do you use?
You should, whatever you see on the screen, guys.
Yeah.
And usually you see nothing. Whoa, look at that is definitely favoring the bulls right here. Look at the BitMax funding rate is a disaster. So that is definitely favoring the bulls. Look at that. That is definitely favoring the bulls right now. So that we could rally a little bit longer and then eventually go down. Yeah, we are in the Dominican Republic. The sun is setting behind us. You should be able to see the ocean. I'm not even screen sharing right now, but I could.
That's amazing. Oh, they're Pirate of the Caribbean ships right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're
Oh
original
shit.
ones.
Can I do that? Hold on.
Yeah, maybe.
Check this out. Check this out. Check this out.
Yeah.
So right behind us, if you can see it, let me get the camera. Can they see?
No, I'm looking at what you're. No.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, I can make that bigger. Hold on. Oh wait.
Can
Let me make this bigger. Okay. So if you see that ship right there, see the brown ship. The old ship that looks like it's about to fall apart. Right there. There's people walking in front of it now. But that ship right there is the ship from the movie Pirate of the Caribbean. There's two people standing right in front of it. A guy in a white shirt and his girl, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Move.
I know, move guys. Can't hear us, but right behind them is the ship from the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. So that's really, really cool. So that's doxing where I actually am. If anyone from the if anyone from Butacana is watching us right now.
They have a drink with us.
Oh, speaking of drinks, boom, I got my tequila.
I got my mojito.
Though I should be drinking rum. We're in DR. All right, back to the charts. So here's the BitMax funding rate. Looks horrendous. Okay, that definitely favors the bulls. This favors the bulls. CMF definitely favors the bears. MACD is favoring the bulls slightly, and RSI favoring the bulls slightly. So a little tough right now. I say you wait till the end of the week before deciding whether you want to be a bull or a bear for next week. To me, this is a no trade zone. We can go higher, we can go lower. I have no idea. I have some idea of where things are going to go usually, but not this time. This time, I'm going to wait and see how this weekly candle closes the week, or at least gives me an indication of how the week's going to close. Until then, this is a no trade zone now. There was a time to short and there was a time to long, and both of these trades could have easily been accomplished. I made it very clear that once the daily chart broke this red line, it was a short. Once we got to a 9, it was a potential long. If you missed both of those trades, it's your problem. So now figure out what to do, because I can't help you at all. You're on your own. I have no trade right now. The daily needs to figure out which way it's gonna go. The weekly needs to figure out which way it's gonna go. Everything was clear to me a week ago and 2 days ago, but today, this is not going to be very helpful. If you miss your trades, then you wait for a better trade. GBTC, I like the fact that the premium is down to 19%, but the price rallied a little bit. So again, we wait. Can do is wait. I want to look at the S&P 500. Oh, that's rough. I was looking for this 9 to pull back the market. The market is strong as hell. Today was Thursday. I would stay away from the market. I would wait till Monday. Obviously, if tomorrow is another bullish day, you have to be bullish the stock market. But it being a Friday, I'm going to be a little extra cautious on that one.
Somebody asked me for Nifty.
Nifty. We can take a look at Nifty. Here's the weekly chart. Remember, next week is going to be a weekly 9, and that's going to be a concern. Okay. The weekly 9 is going to be a concern next week. Nifty, I look at Nifty all the time, guys. Come on. There's gotta be better stuff.
Fake question.
Oh, Tesla. I have Tesla open.
Oh yeah, Tesla.
Read in a second. Hold on. Here's Tesla. Everyone keeps making fun of me for thinking Tesla will be the biggest company in the world. But here's Tesla, and I believe Tesla is at a new all-time high. So, like, who's right, me or you, right? When Tesla was falling, everyone thought it was going to go to zero. And so, while Bitcoin was falling 60% from June into today, Tesla is up 100%. Okay, so Tesla is up 100%, 130%. Okay, since June. Now, do I think it's short-term overvalued? Of course. Do I think Tesla is grossly undervalued for the next 10 years? Of course. So what do you do with that information? Either you buy Tesla now and hold it for years and years and years, or you wait in time you trade. I will admit that I missed the Tesla trade in my 401k, and I will wait for a pullback. And if the pullback never comes, I will never get into Tesla. I'll get into a Tesla because I'm probably going to buy one, but because everybody probably will, which is why I think Tesla will be one of the biggest companies. So I think everyone's going to buy a Tesla because to me, Tesla has no competition. And I've never even had one. But I would love to get one if I actually lived somewhere. All right, what do we got in the questions?
Yeah, I have a paid question from Todd. Hey,
Oh,
Tone.
speaking of Tesla,
Yeah,
Daisy,
yeah.
do you have a Tesla?
I just bought a Tesla.
Daisy just bought a Tesla. Perfect.
I love it. Okay, so yeah, it's awesome, and I agree. There's no competition. It's just it's an amazing experience to have a Tesla. So this is Todd asking, hey Tone, I know you don't like to give out investment advice. However, I have just over 1 Bitcoin and the stock market is on fire. Should I sell my Bitcoin and add to stocks?
I can't answer that question. I wouldn't. Again, like I'm not really holding too many stocks right now because I'm just too busy to pay attention to them that often or open my trading account. I trust my Bitcoin. Bitcoin will reverse. The halving is coming. It depends on your time horizon. I am comfortable holding the Bitcoin over the stock market. I believe Bitcoin will outperform the stock market over the next 5 years. Do I think Bitcoin will outperform the stock market over the next 1 year? Probably not. I think the stock market will outperform Bitcoin over the next 12 months. But in the long term, I believe Bitcoin will greatly outperform the stock market. And if you miss that first 3 months of the shift, you'll regret it too much. It's the way you want to look at it is what will you regret more, not having Bitcoin or not having stocks? I think everyone lives just fine their entire life by not having stocks, but a lot of people regret not having the Bitcoin or selling the Bitcoin. So me personally, I would hold the Bitcoin, but you have to make your own decision.
So that's also what I'll say. No questions.
Let's look at gold. Gold is rallying with the stock market, which is weird to me and probably the world. So I don't know what that means, but I am still skeptical of gold. That's it, guys. That's my update. Mining is still doing well. Everything's good. Daisy and I are in the Dominican Republic looking at venues for the upcoming financial summit. We've looked at venues that are potentially unaffordable for the summit. Considering a $9,000 price tag, you can imagine what kind of venues we're looking at. We want to, trust me, those that.
How many steps did we do today?
Yeah, 11,000?
11,000, yeah.
11,000 steps.
That's how big the properties are,
yeah. Literally spent from 9 in the morning all the way up to about 4 in the afternoon here, looking at properties, and we got more to look at tomorrow, and then I'm flying out. So this is not much of a vacation trip. Have not been in the ocean, which you can see behind me. The sun is setting, so it's really, really nice. So it's cool. But yeah, it's time to have a drink after a long day of looking at venues. The financial summit in DR is going to be absolutely amazing. We're gonna make sure that that's why we're here. Okay, guys. Unconfiscatable is also up on sale. Check that out. The poker game will sell out. I guarantee you. It sold out last year. It'll definitely sell out this year. Got about 53 tickets left out of 100. You want to buy those. All right, guys. Check out the events. This one, unlike the financial summit, this one is unreasonably cheap at $250 to attend the conference. This one is obviously way more expensive.
One little good question, because it also involves your bet
with Rand?
With Rand.
Crypto Man Rand.
Yeah, no, so this is the question.
Crypto
do
Man
you
Rand
still think we have a 60% chance of dropping below 4.5K?
Maybe not that high. It's possible I may just lose the bet. Like, it's not about winning the bet; it's about the principle, right? Like, for example, if the price of Bitcoin falls to 5,100, I will lose the bet, but I will, I'll feel like I won the bet, right? So the point was,
What percentage?
right. The point was that Bitcoin was going to severely pull back, and this is not, the crazy moonshot bull market. That was the point of the bet. The the price point of that bet being 4,500 is totally arbitrary. The point was that when we were sitting here in May at above, like, around $8,000, the point was that we were gonna have a major correction. I didn't expect us to go all the way to 14, but I expected us a 50% correction from where we were sitting, and that area was about 4,500, which is why that amount was placed in the bet. So I do feel, well, I'm not going to say that I feel more than 50% confident that I'm going to win the bet, but I feel more than 50% confident that we're going to go below 6,400. How far below? We'll have to find out. Okay. We may only make it to 55. We may only make it to 56. I am 60% confident we will go to below 6,000. I can't say that I'm 60% confident we're going to go to 45. I am maybe 51% confident we're going to go to 45. Maybe 49. Maybe I'm not that confident in the fact if we drop below 50. Okay. But the important part is I am 60% confident that we'll go below 6,000. That's the important part to me. And if we do go below 6,000, I will reevaluate the situation then. All right. Any other good questions, or we're gonna get going and do some work?
Yeah, we get going. I'm from Amsterdam. Yeah. Multi-class.
Yes, Daisy flew down from Amsterdam, and yes,
that's all I want to say. Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, you really want to enjoy Punta Cana for the vacation, but this is a straight up work trip.
Amazing. The beaches are amazing. Yeah. People are amazing.
And some of the venues we've seen, kind of wish we were staying at those venues instead. No offense, our Airbnb is awesome. Yeah. The Airbnbs are awesome. All right, guys. Talk to you all on the next one. Please support through the affiliate codes on tonebase.com, and we'll see you all on the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.